Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss the most important topic, how Daddy decided what he wanted to be. All these questions are based on the previous year examinations question. So let's start. How Daddy decided what he wanted to be. Alexander Raskin. They thought he was only trying to be funny. But little daddy seriously thought it would be a very tasty way of life. Point out the funny element for daddy's parent to become an ice cream man. Give a thought on the character of daddy from the above lines. Indecisive. Identify the profession of the man playing with the real cars. Shunter. Discuss the strange game mentioned in the extract. Shunting cars. He was quite certain he wanted to be a night watchman when he grew up. The above extract has been taken from the lesson How Daddy Decided What He Wanted to Be. The author of the lesson is Alexander Ruskin. He in the above extract refers to narrator. He wanted to be a night watchman because he thought that he could make a noise when everyone was sleeping. Number 3. What sort of human being are you? If you cannot even be a dog, is that what a human being is like? The above lines are said by Officer to Daddy. Name of the author of the chapter is Alexander Ruskin. The qualities of good human are polite and humble, respect his elders, kind to animals, all of these. Why did Daddy want to be a night watchman? Or what was Daddy's first choice of profession and why? At first, Daddy wanted to be a night watchman. He wanted to be a night watchman because he thought that while the whole town was asleep, he was awake. He also thought that he could make a noise when everyone was sleeping. What was Daddy's plea in favor of being an ice cream seller? How did his parents react to it? Or give reasons why Daddy wanted to be an ice cream man and how did his parents react to it? Or why was Daddy in favor of being an ice cream man? How did his parents react to this? Daddy's plea in favor of being an ice cream seller was that being the owner of the cart, he could eat all the ice cream he wanted to. He also thought that he would eat a stick of ice cream for everyone he sold, and he would treat little children to free ice cream. Daddy's parents were surprised when they heard that their son wanted to be an ice cream man, though it was quite funny for them. What efforts did Daddy put in to be a dog? Little Daddy wanted to be a dog. Right, the efforts he made in this direction. Daddy put all his efforts to be a dog. All the day he ran around on four limbs, barking at strangers, trying to bite an elderly lady when she wanted to pay his head. He even learned how to bark very well, but he could not learn how to scratch behind his ear with his foot. Why was Daddy ashamed of himself after meeting the officer? What did he learn? Daddy was ashamed of himself after meeting the officer because he realized that being a human being, he must not act like dog. He also learned that one should not change his mind every day, and he was too small to know what he wanted to be. What did Daddy finally decide to be when he grew up? Finally, Daddy decided to be a human being first. He understood the he understood that before choosing any profession, it is important to become a good human being. Who was Rover? What did Daddy do when an elderly lady wanted to pay his it? Rover is a dog. When an elderly lady wanted to pat his head, little Daddy tried to bite her. Mention the impact that the officer had on little Daddy's mind, or what did Daddy learn from the officer? Daddy learned from the officer the value of human being. When the officer asked him what sort of human being he was, if he could not even be a dog, this question made him ashamed of himself and decided he would be a good human being at first. I will stick of ice cream for everyone I sell, Daddy thought, and I will treat little children to free ice cream. State the reaction of the little daddy's parents to his aspiration of being an ice cream man. The parents of little daddy were surprised when they heard that their son wanted to be an ice cream man, but it was quite funny to them. In what way did Daddy intend to treat little children? Or what was Daddy's plan for the little children? He would treat little children to free ice cream when he became the ice cream man. Identify the speaker of the above lines. Little Daddy is the speaker of the above lines. Name of the author of the above text. The name of the author of the above text is Alexander Ruskin. What efforts did Daddy put in to be a Santa? Daddy found this job very interesting because for him it was a strange and wonderful game, playing with the cars and locomotives. Who inspired Daddy to become a good human being? An officer inspired Daddy to become a good human being. Who took the Daddy to the factory? Grandpa took him to the factory. List various professions that Daddy wanted to take up: night watchman, ice cream man, Santa, chauffeur, and finally dog. Daddy wanted to be a chauffeur. State the reason. Little Daddy wanted to be a chauffeur so that he could spend his days walking about with cows, cracking his whip loudly. Describe how Little Daddy decided to manage both the profession of being an ice cream man and a Santa simultaneously. Little Daddy decided that in the morning he would sell ice cream. After selling it for a while, he would go to the station for shunting some cars. He also decided to park his cart near the station and he would not have far to go to the trains. And he began to think. He thought, and the more he thought, the more ashamed he was himself. When did Daddy begin to think? After meeting the officer, little Daddy began to think. Why was Daddy ashamed of himself? Daddy ashamed of himself when the officer asked him what sort of human being he was, even he could not be a dog. What important thing did Daddy realize? He understood that before choosing any profession, it is important to become a good human being at first. That was the best answer of all. Why did Daddy think so? Every time Daddy changed his decision when anyone asked him what he wanted to be. But after meeting the officer, he said that he wanted to be a human being. At that time, none laughed at him. Then little Daddy realized that this was the best answer of all. What do you learn from the text, or what is the message of the text? We learn from the text that one should not change his mind every day. For any profession, good character or good humanity are essential. What are the disadvantages of making an elderly decision of choosing any profession? Number one, the disadvantages of making an elderly decisions are children are too young to understand the importance of any profession. Number two, they did not have enough knowledge about any profession, so they are distracted easily by outer appearance of any profession. They cannot comprehend the importance of each profession. Do you support Daddy for being a dog? No, I don't support for being a dog because a human being did not learn to know how to scratch behind his ear with his foot, to bark at the strangers, to walk around on all four limbs. What did little Daddy suddenly understand at the end? After meeting the officer, Daddy stopped thinking about what he wanted to be because he realized that one should not change his mind every day and he was too small to know what he wanted to be. Mention the reasons behind Daddy's decision of being a Santa. Daddy wanted to be a Santa because he found this job more interesting, and for him it was a strange and wonderful game playing with cars and locomotives. Significance of the title of the text. In this text, how Daddy decided what he wanted to be, the narrator Alexander Raskin told us about his life when he was a small boy and what he wanted to be in future. Who is Turner? How did young Daddy get the idea of being a Turner? Turner is a person who operates a lathe. One day, Grandpa took Daddy to a factory. Seeing the things, Daddy decided to be a turner. Why did Daddy sit next to Rover? Daddy wanted to be a dog and behave like a dog, but he could not learn how to scratch behind his ear with his foot. So he went outside and sat next to Rover so that he would learn more quickly. Next one. Daddy's final decision regarding his career was significant. Explain with the two valid points. Yes, Daddy's final decision regarding his career was significant because Daddy realized that before choosing any profession, it is important to become a good human being. A good character is essential for any profession. Secondly, one could not change his mind every day. He was too small to know what he wanted to be. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel for more updates. Goodbye.